Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be getting into some nail stuff. Yes, some nail stuff. I have not picked up my brush in about a good month, so bear with me. But I don't know what it is, but this type of vibe we're on today. So I don't really have a specific look that I'm going for. Well, I mean, I kind of do. I have like some inspirations going, but we're just gonna play it by ear, and I just thought this would be a great time to be creative. So let's get started. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start by buffing out the tips. These are not, we're gonna add some more tips, but we're gonna buff this out first so the glue is able to stick better. And also this is a silicone practice hand from a company called Red Iguana. I will leave the link in the description box below. You can glue your tips down, but I don't. As you guys can see, they're not glued down. I mean, it's really a personal choice. Like, from what I can see, it does provide you with a more secure, a more secure setup when it comes to you working on the nail. But I just personally don't, because it's a lot of steps into that, and if it's not done correctly when removing the nail tips, you could severely damage your hands, and these hands cost a pretty steep penny. So I just don't, and I don't have any problem with working with it while it's not like that. So that's just a personal thing. It's totally up to you whether or not you want to glue your tips down or not. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna change out my drill bit, so make sure that's all good and fresh. And also, all right, here we go. Start with the pinky hand. Now that they are buffed out, I am gonna go ahead and go in just to try to like even up the tip itself. And I'm gonna press down on the finger while I do this, so it's not moving as much and it's not any like resistance. Alright, good kudos. That's good enough for me. Alright, so after you're done with that, all your nails should be looking kind of like that. Like good and buffed out. I don't know how well you guys can see that. But that's basically how they should look. And now you are ready to start gluing on your tips. Alright, so we have our tips right here. The glue we're going to be using is the KDS glue. I don't know what you guys can see that, but I will also leave the link in the description box below for this. You can find this on Amazon and probably several other places, but it's pretty affordable and it's giving me no problems thus far. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and start by sizing our tips. I think we're gonna go for this tip because we're gonna cut how we want to cut anyway. So I think that's a secure fit. Yes, so that's what we're gonna do. It's a secure fit for both of those, I believe. Pinky wise, usually I start from the very end. Like, it's much easier when I'm actually doing a real person's hand, because you know it's easy to just do the sidewall to sidewall type of thing, but I admit that's not my strongest on this practice hand for real. Let's see. Alright, there we go for that. And none other than the thumb. Let's go ahead and get that thumb there. Yeah, I believe that that's going to be a good fit for that. Alright, so we have decided on those sizes. Go ahead and put those back. Alright, so after we are done gluing on our tips, that's exactly what we're going to be looking like. And now we're about to get into filing and also cutting into the shape that we will be looking for today. Alright, so we're going to start with the pinky. And I'm going to start with slightly filing the side walls to make sure that it's smooth. And like I said before, every time that I'm doing anything to the nail, I am slightly pressing down with where my thumb is positioned to hold the nail tip.
flicking your file over into that config I am doing from time to time, because sometimes the file will get a little dull, so you will need to do it just so you know, make sure you're rotating it out.
Alright you guys, so this is typically the type of cutter that I would suggest and advise, but my clipper is not working right and it's not giving vibes, so we're going to actually end up cutting these nails with some good old little scissors. So yeah. There we go. Alright, so after we are done filing and shaping, this is what we're going to be looking like. I try not to over file because after we do our application with our acrylic, we are going to go back in and file some more just to be able to sharpen up that shape. Alright guys, so the acrylic that we are going to be using today will be this beautiful M18 called by Glam Girls from Not Polish. This is a new color, so we are going to be going ahead and opening this up. Look at how pretty that is. I love me a good nude, y'all. I absolutely love me a good nude. Now if this was actually a real nail client, I would be going in with some of my protein balm before I actually do the application, but of course we're not going to be wasting all this good product on a practice hand. So we're going to skip over that step and we're just going to go ahead and get right into this application.
able to see this better. Let me make sure you guys are getting a good focus here. Okay, there we go. Just to make sure.
Okay guys, I had to pause for a second to make sure that my camera was focusing like it was supposed to, because if you guys cannot see, then what's the point, right? So that is the finishing of that finger. We're gonna go ahead and continue on. We're gonna get to this pinky finger right here.
Another thing too, since I am once again only practicing, I'm not worried too much about building up like an actual effect, so
All right, you guys, so this is what we're looking like right after application, with no filing or drilling just yet. We're gonna go ahead and sit these into our lamp because that's specifically what I like to do, just to ensure that everything is set how it's supposed to be. Y'all don't mind me in these little ragged gloves because I think I should have ordered like a size up because they are definitely ripping. So we're gonna go ahead and start with our drilling, but you know what, we're going to kind of like adjust our drill. Anytime you're dealing with longer nails, I find it easier to kind of extend the drill out a little bit to make it easier. Okay guys, so we left off from the filing and drilling, and I went ahead and buffed it out. So what I decided to do was go ahead and do the other nails, right? Because, you know, I am a beginner, so speed is not my best. I'm not terrible, but I'm not great with speed either. So but trust me, I'm not skipping steps with y'all. So what I decided to do was leave one finger open. So I'm gonna go ahead and just repeat the same process so you still can see how I achieved this look. So we're going to go ahead and get started into that. And as you can see, we are going to be using Valentino gel color, number 45, 35, and 37. I have that whole line. I love their polish. Very thick. You do have to shake this stuff up, not even gonna lie. But let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I have some 100% acetone, and I have this brush right here. Now typically you can do a French line with a brush that's kind of like this but just longer, but I don't have that brush. I have to order that brush actually, so we're just gonna, like, you know, come up with our own little thing. And I did see someone do this on TikTok, and I was like, let's try that, and I found it to be very successful, so maybe it will be for you guys too. So I'm dipping it into the acetone, and then I'm just going to just gently swipe it, creating a smile line. Oh my gosh, I just dropped the little brush. That will be okay. Okay guys, and I don't know how well you guys can see that, but as you can see, that's like the general smile line right there. So typically that's how I achieve that right now, because we don't have that longer brush. And I'm just gonna go back in a little bit and add some more of the white polish before we get ready to cure that. Because honestly, this just serves as a base, because as you know, neon colors show up much better when you place a layer of white underneath. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit that, as you guys can see, that's how it looks. I'm gonna go ahead and sit it into my lamp so it can cure for a couple of seconds, and then we'll be right back once it is cured completely. Okay, so now that it has cured enough to my liking, I'm going to go in with the neon, the lighter green that we're going to be working with today, and just trace the line. And you see how much it shows up because of that white that's there. And we're gonna go back in and clean the sides up, of course, but you just need enough down there so it can show up. Alright, so that one coat of that, and that's how it's looking. And just to make sure, I'm going to take this same brush and dip it back into the acetone and just trace the line once more, just to clean up any of the extra green that's going over the line, just so we can try to make it as neat as possible. So yeah. Alright, so there we go. Now we're not going to cure this. Let me see, I took a little too much of that off actually. Hold on. Alright, let me put that back. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we're not going to cure this. We're going to go ahead and open up the darker green that we have. A darker green. And I will be using this. I've already started using it, so I hope you guys can see how it's made. But as you can see, I forgot what the actual name for this is, but you can pretty much find it anytime you're just searching up like nail supplies, nail tools, things like that. But if I come up with the name by the time I edit this video, I will leave a link in the description below to be able to purchase this as well. They're very cheap. You can get them almost anywhere. So I'm going to take the bigger end with the ball on it, and I'm going to dip into the green and dip it like that. And then I'm going to do 3 lines, 3 to 4 lines right here in the middle. I'm gonna do it like that. I'm gonna start off making a dot, like just a regular dot, and then I'm gonna take the smaller end of it and I'm just gonna like do like that. Just try to be a little messy to give it that messy look. Alright, so that's our first little line. And I'm just going to repeat that step every single time. And the fact that you're placing it on top of the polish, the lighter one that was already wet without it being cured first, it helps out a lot because, you know, it runs. It makes the polish run, so it gives that, you know, messy illusion or whatever that you're gonna, you know, want. So it's really easy and simple. And I'm going to do that. Alright. And I'm going to start putting some dots on the side of them, all the way down to where my polish ends. Is the old fresh line. All right, and that is how it looks. So now we're going to go ahead and cure it. I'm going to wipe off my hand first because I got a little bit of this stuff on my glove, and I don't want to get all that on the actual hand itself. So I'm going to take some of my acetone and clean it off. So you guys, that is what we are looking like after we have cured everything, and we're just about to go ahead and go over with our clear coat from, let's see who it's from. Oh, my favorite, Young Nails stain resistant gel top coat. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and allow that to cure. But so far, that is what we are looking like. As you guys can see, very cute. Hey guys, so we are back. That was the finishing result. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it, and I am going to be dropping some more content. I have not decided on what day I'm going to make my consistent content drop day, honestly, because it's still undecided, it's still up in the air, but it is coming. More hair tutorials, more nails, all that good stuff, and whatever else. I am a beginner, so you know, feel free to leave tips or any advice that you possibly can. I'm very open-minded and I love feedback, so remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video. And like I said, thanks again, and stay tuned because we do have some more coming. Okay, so yeah.
Chico, to Chico, to Chico.